Hello everyone, I am Kuldeep Daryani and I love to help people become better in their personal and professional life, especially when it comes to the techno-legal profession related to the construction industry. Conditions. Now we will elaborate the third important part of a contract, which is conditions. Time and cost components are very much linked to the various conditions in the contract. Let us start from the conditions precedent. These are separate basic obligations of the parties stated in the contract. First for the government authority and second for the contractor or concessionaire. Conditions precedent for the government authority mainly focuses on 1. The ability of land or ROW free from all encumbrances fit for all construction works. 2. Environmental clearance. 3. Approval of general arrangement drawings from railways or any government bodies, etc., mainly in highway projects. On the other hand, condition precedent for the contractor or concessionaire focuses on 1. Achievement of the financial closure in PPP projects and capital funds arrangements for EPC contracts. 2. Obtaining various permissions like mining, plant establishments, water from river, etc. It is important to note that all these conditions precedent need to be fulfilled by respective parties so as to enable the project to begin on appointed date or start date, in other words. Another important condition is performance security. Bank guarantee equal to an amount of 5% of the total project cost need to be submitted by the contractor or concessionaire to the government authority, which is meant as a security to the government authority regarding performance of the contract. After achieving certain percentage of progress, generally 30%, the performance bank guarantee is released to or returned to the contractor having all monies invested in the project. In some contracts, performance security is valid even after a certain period, say for 2 to 3 years of defect liability period post construction completion. Let's talk about payment terms. These are defined in the contract generally as release of payments to the contractor within 15 days from the date of certification of submitted bills by the independent engineer or authority engineer. Any delay in the release of certified payments attracts interest on relevant payments and percentage rate of interest for which is well defined in the contract nowadays for more transparency. Defect liability period or operations and maintenance period. These terms are used for the maintenance and repairs of the completed works. Basically, in any kind of defects are found by the government authority. In EPC projects, in defect liability period, all costs are borne by the contractor. And in PPP contracts, concessionaire not only maintains the works in good condition, but all operational activities are also included in the scope of the concessionaire. These operational activities include traffic at post, medical at post, toll plaza related operation in highway projects. Another key condition is maintenance. Unlike the simplicity of word, maintenance is an important activity or aspect of a project, whether under construction or after completion. As per standard norms laid down for specifications, any defaults in obligations fulfillment by the contractor result in termination of the contract in extreme worst scenario. Hence, one need to be extra cautious on such sensitive issues or conditions. Damages. These are various kinds of damages spelled out in the contract, which are broadly 1. Damages due to delay in achieving financial closure by the concessionaire in PPP projects. 2. Damages due to delay in handing over of ROW or land free from all encumbrances by the government authority. 3. Damages due to delay in achievement of any project milestone dates by the concessionaire or contractor. 4. Damages on account of non-maintenance of the project works, etc. Rates of damages per day varies from 0.1% to 0.2% per day of the amount of the performance security. Notices for all important conditions of the contract from one party need to be served timely to the other party regarding any kind of breach of the terms and conditions of the contract. If these notices are not served upon in real time, the relevant party is absolved from the repercussions of that particular event. These notices are broadly listed as delay in handing over land and relevant compensation claim, termination notices, notice of delay in project milestone achievements, etc. Quality assurance. Nowadays, because the contracts are majorly of 2 or 3 types such as EPC, HAM, BOT, etc. Hence, the role of government authority or independent engineer is unlike PMC or project management consultant in old cash contracts. To keep right control over the quality of works being executed by the concessionaire, practically independent engineer opt for RFI or request for inspection system, which is limited for not more than 10% of the scope of the works. In public-private partnership projects, because concessionaire is responsible and accountable for upkeep of completed works, hence it has major obligation regarding quality control. In the following videos, we will elaborate more details on other aspects of contract administration. For more details, please visit our website, Daryanis Engineers and Associates Private Limited.